Good evening, fellow Toastmasters and most welcome guests. My name is Steven Zhao. Anyone here have a smartphone? Great, we're all on the same boat. To blame. No matter what the answer is, the following scenario must look familiar to you. Oh. You laugh, but I'm lucky to be one of the 43% of smartphone users who have only experienced falling down stairs, bumping into a fountain, or colliding into a wall, which you just saw. Hundreds of pedestrians in the US last year were not so lucky. Many stepped into the traffic and were either seriously injured or even killed. In our local news, there was a 42-year-old White Rock woman who walked onto the train track with her earbuds on, and all her husband could do was watch it happen. Now, how about you? Have there been times that you just couldn't put down your phone and focus on what you should? Perhaps receiving text message while driving, and you couldn't help but grab your phone and read it. Or maybe yesterday, beside the dinner table, you showed no interaction with your loved ones, but continued texting with your buddy. This is not just my problem. Now I don't mean to point fingers, but it's also you and you. There's something wrong with the whole world. Step on SkyTrains or walk by a table in a restaurant. Everyone is hunched over their phone, engrossed in their illusion. When in Stanley Park, you couldn't believe your eyes when you saw a flock of people moving fanatically like zombies because Pokemon was at work. I know you have the same concern when you see your kids addicted to their FaceTime and Instagram instead of real conversation. They're supposed to be happier when armed by high technology, but end up on isolated smart island. You must agree, nowadays smartphones are facilitating our lives in tremendous ways if we use them wisely. Unfortunately, there is a rather frightening host of downsides to becoming more tech-savvy, from bending the neck and the spine to potentially damaging our social lives, from wasting valuable time and energy to eventually neglecting career and study. Smartphones are taking a greater toll on both our minds and bodies than we ever anticipated. Let me share some stats with you. In 2016, there were approximately 2.1 billion smartphone users globally. It is over a quarter of the global population. Can you imagine? The average smartphone user swipes, taps, and pinches their display more than 2,600 times a day.
Wow.
No matter how you break it down, the picture is clear that our society is deeply obsessed with smartphones, and most of us are not willing to admit it. Now it's time for all of us to wake up, be aware of the danger, and take action. Here are some remedies that can help you break free from your smartphone addiction and claim your valuable time back. First of all, turn off cyberspace or disable push notifications. You really don't need to be the first person to comment a picture posted on Facebook. Remember, no award will be given to you at the end of the day for the first like. Secondly, try removing unnecessary apps. If an app keeps luring you, be rational and ask yourself, do I really need this? Does this app help me in my daily life? If the answer is no, then don't be afraid, delete it. If none of the above solutions work, then it's pretty much clear that you already become a slave to your smartphone, and the only solution would be shut it down. You know, turn it off for a specific number of hours in your day, or perhaps put it somewhere out of reach. And ask yourself seriously again, will I die if I don't touch it for a day? Will the sky fall and the sun not rise? And after the painful withdrawal and you are rehabilitated, you'll be amazed to find that you have more hours in your day. You'll be dusting off that piano that had not been touched since your soul was stolen. Reopen your novel you started just before the iPhone 5 was released. Your hands will once again be reaching out to your family and friends. And that tamed beast left in the corner will not dare to get smart with you again. Thank you.
Stephen's speech this evening was a humorous presentation. Don't let your smartphone get smart with you. The title itself tells you what he was going to speak about. When speaking on this type of a topic, we need to be well organized. You need to know what you're talking about, and when you're speaking to the audience, they have to connect with what he is saying. Did Stephen use clear, simple words? Did he say what he was, did he talk about what he, speak about what his topic was all about? Did he use powerful words? Stephen had a great opening. I like his humor. His sense of humor is great. You know, he catches our attention. He addresses the whole audience, which is really great. You know, and since Stephen has started here at Toastmasters, he makes sure that he enunciates and pronounces each word clearly and concisely, because he knows English is his second language, and so therefore he really makes sure that we hear what he is saying. He was supposed to use rhetorical devices. So what are rhetorical devices? Well, they are words that you repeat. You know, you use a sentence and then you change it around and use it in another sentence just to emphasize your point. I thought Stephen could have done a little better in that tonight, but he was pretty good. He was pretty good in that. And he was supposed to eliminate jargon. So what is jargon? I'm an accountant, and in accountancy we have words like accruals, amortize, aggregate, bad debt. What is the jargon for smartphones and cell phones? There are airtime, Android, bandwidth, call screening. What do all these mean? Stephen didn't use too much jargon, if any, tonight. He did it the way he was supposed to do it. He told us about it, and you didn't hear any of the jargon. I thought that was very well done. And the words that he spoke in his speech were used to develop the speech. All in all, I thought he had it well organized and used great language, good humor, and wrapped it up nicely in a neat little package at the end. Thank you very much.